my guest. I have Mr. Abraham Dago. Mr. Dago is the coordinator for the LEAP program. Also, we have for brief section of the program, we have Mr. Maxine Blayton. Mr. Blayton is the communication director there at the Ministry of Education. Just two things Mr. Blayton will be addressing from me because I want for education to address themselves to this one. Now, Mr. Blayton, we've been reporting since this morning, our correspondents, that your teachers in parts of rural Liberia are now abandoning classes. They said the one quick morning, you are of the education ministry, it's delaying to get them some monies. They want to put monies in the pocket. So they are running now for, let's just census exercise. They're taking tests, so that they can be part of the enumeration process and they get some money in their pocket. Are you troubled by the news?
I'm very worried.
Very worried?
Yes.
Why?
Because it is unthinkable, unacceptable, unprofessional, unethical for people who are educators to leave the classroom for different job according to the code of conduct.
But don't those people have justifiable reasons?
No.
They want to get
when
some money quickly in the pocket.
Job, you must be committed and willing to abide by the rules and regulations that govern the job. For example, if I come and take job at EABC, then you tell me to go work to a different radio station? Or if different international radio station come, I should just abandon my job.
But it's not a leisure time that I go to.
No. According to the code of conduct, if you were given a chance, I will read that. The code of conduct is saying, section 3, that 2. A full-time teacher, and remember that all of our teachers in the public schools are full-time. They need to be on their campuses. If even you are not teaching, you must be there to counsel or prepare your lesson in accordance to the time. Now, for example, a full-time teacher is required to teach a minimum of 65 to 70% of normal school hours. But such teaching time for a full-time teacher should not exceed 90% of normal teaching hours to allow time for preparation of lessons, record keeping, counseling, etc. All full-time teachers must spend the entire school day on the school campus unless otherwise exempted by the principal.
So how are they in violation?
They are in violation because as full-time teachers, you're supposed to be on your campus for the entire school day. So if you violate this code of conduct, you are telling us indirectly that you are out. Because right now...
Yeah, out like how? What do you mean?
Oh, you just keep yourself out.
Dismissed? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, we have no room for people who obstruct or disrupt this transformation that is ongoing to upkeep the education system, to bring it to the standard of which Liberia will be second to none in West Africa. If you're trying to undermine or water down our effort, we got no place for you. We'll wheel you out.
So what is
unacceptable.
What is it that the ministry will do now? What are you intending to do?
We are listening to the CEOs and the DOs and the supervisors to give us the listing of people who have abandoned classes because of other job. This is unacceptable.
No, it's just temporary. It's not other job. They're just going to do the exercise.
But you listen to the code of conduct. The code of conduct says spend the whole day on the school campus because whether you teach it or not, you got lesson to prepare, you got paper to correct, you got your record keeping. You must counsel students who are not in accordance, they are not in the right mind. You must be able to cater for students who may be frustrated or maybe one way or the other and not correct. You are there to administer that. You must
now,
be
the test started,
the entire
Mr.
day
Maxim
for the
Blayton.
teaching.
Mr. Britton, the test started I think 3 or 4 days ago, and so are you saying that it was just this morning our correspondents brought it to your attention?
Now listen, right now, first period test supposed to be on. According to
But you didn't know that your teachers have abandoned classes. It means that your whole monitoring and evaluation effort is weak.
This is the reason why you're getting the information, because we got CEOs all over the 16 education.
But your
countries.
CEO didn't report that to you.
The CEOs,
rather, it's our correspondents that they're reporting that.
corresponding just fled all that, and this is why we get a radio program, so that we respond to some of these things that our CEO will wake up and be on our toes. So right now we are working with the journalists, we are working with the parents, we are working with the education stakeholders through all the length and breadth of this country, so that we coordinate and cooperate, that we will coexist. In so doing, this is the education system for all of us.
So
we must protect and rescue the system.
Finally, are you saying that those teachers who've abandoned classes to go to sit the religious test should consider themselves dismissed using the
code of conduct
as your reliance?
Yes. Because before you get the employment letters, you are issued code of conduct. You must go through the code of conduct. You must spend your full time on the school campus and make sure you cater to the kids professionally and professionalize the teaching perfection.
Okay.
This is the golden perfection. We must be submissive, must be passionate, must be committed, must be faithful, and we must do everything to bring that respect to this perfection. Look, somebody, we're not joking. We have transformed, and the transformation is ongoing from a mess to better, and we want to get the best. So if you want to be a problem to obstruct or disrupt by leaving the classroom without any excuse, you're not sick, there's no emergency, and you feel you can leave to go for another job, you are telling us
for a temporary job.
Yeah, you are telling us that the teaching job we give to you as a civil servant, you are not in favor. You automatically abandon your post. Then we got to replace, because teaching is ongoing.
Okay.
It's not something you do it per time and you come this time. No, every day you must be on school campus and teach the children, because we get 200 instructional days for you to complete according to the academic calendar.
Okay, the tough talking Maxim Blayton, he's the communication director of the Ministry of Education. Another issue I want to bring to your attention quickly before you go, Mr. Blayton. Just 2 days ago, a local newspaper reported that the Ministry of Education, and this the caption story, MOE defrauds the World Bank. We understand that you gave contract to a company called Crosswords, a company in fact that is in violation of the World Bank policy and has been sanctioned by the World Bank. Rather, you are doing business with that company.
No, listen to me, someone. If you want to carry that story, give us the listing of the contractors that the World Bank have banned, so that we go through the listing. Then we got something to say. But right now, we know we're doing the right thing. So
you are in contract with the Crosswords.
The issue is not whether we're in contract or not. Our procurement people are very professional people. They're not going to do something against the World Bank. You are talking about World Bank. And we are in
let me ask you, does the Ministry of Education know the Crosswords company?
No, I'm not aware of that. We are not aware of that. All we need is for people to give a quality delivery.
So recently, Mr. Blayton,
yes.
Mr. Blayton, recently the Ministry of Education awarded a couple of contracts.
Yeah.
One to Crosswords, allegedly, to provide you stationery. You saying, are you not aware of the contract? Is that what you're saying?
To me.
Publicly, do you want to deny that?
No, listen to me. I'm not saying as a ministry, I'm saying when it comes to awarding contract, we got people who are in charge, and they're very responsible and up to the task. They will give us.
But I'm sure you know about the contract that you gave to Crosswords.
No, but listen,
an Indian-based company.
Well, whether it's Indian-based, it's not Indian-based. We got a section in the ministry, the procurement people. They will do their due diligence, and they'll come off with analysis, and then select people who merit.
What is the relationship between the Ministry of Education and Crosswords?
We got no relationship. All we need is good people to do the job.
So you give them contract to provide you stationery?
No, listen, another issue of stationery is the issue of people who can deliver the goods.
So in another word, you are saying to us that I'm coming out. In another word, you are confirming that your ministry has given Crosswords the contract to provide stationery.
No, I'm
Because
not
Crosswords-
confirming that. I'm not confirming that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we got people in the ministry, the procurement people, they will come up with their due diligence and award it.
But the contract's been awarded. He said
Then
procurement
we
people.
have to go back to them and give us the specific, and we come up with a press release or press statement to send it
But
to the
you've
station.
you've seen this information for the past 3 days in
No,
media.
but 1 or 3 days or 1 week, the issue is we got to get information that is up to standard, is reasonable, is authenticated, is factual, is accurate, is credible.
What is not
We can't just
reasonable?
come
What
on
is
the
not
radio and talk.
reasonable, Mr. Blinton? What is not reasonable when you've given a contract to a company that's been banned or sanctioned by the World Bank?
How do you know that it's banned? If you say it's banned, give us the listing from the World Bank that this contract or these contractors have been banned by the World Bank. Then we can come from there. But there's no listing. I mean, our
Before that story came up, you received a call from a journalist, right?
Richard the call. I do not.
Before the New Republic brought that story up, you received the call.
I'm not been receiving any call from anybody.
Are you being dishonest or are you being truthful?
No, we have been very fair to our conscience. So what you need to do, if you get such information, you come to the ministry. We get a procurement division that are very professional. They're up to the task. They've been working.
So
and
finally,
they will not award contract to people what the World Bank has banned. It will not be possible because we are also working with the World Bank.
So in case it is proven, Mr. Maxim Blinton, that your ministry awarded a contract to the Crosswords company that was banned, you awarded them the contract to provide you stationaries. If that is proven, what's going to happen?
Now, we will go back to the procurement people and ask them. And they
You're
will
going to
explain
dismiss
to
the
us.
entire procurement people?
No, I'm not going with that authority. The senior
I'm
management
saying-
team,
I'm
the
saying
senior
the ministry.
management team will come up with administrative decision. But we got
I don't to dismiss them.
I don't know what action will be taken. But what I know is that the procurement people are very up to the task. They're very professional. They will not look at people that work ban, then they get the contract. They will not do that.
Let's leave it at that.
I'm telling you, they're
many
professional
sense. Let me
people.
take a breather.
So
quickly.
thank you
I'll be
so
back.
much, Sabah.
You get there. It's clear. I got it. It's clear. I just don't want to embarrass you at all. It's clear.
Before the so can do this,
All to you. It's
can the
clear.
mother gotta be very meticulous on making such a decision. Get a list of things that are there.
I want to make money. Boy, I'm
Remix of You featuring Joe Public. Just Prince on the beat.
Yeah. Remember we brought World Bank? And this is the company. The document of the World Bank. These people were bad for World Bank for 12 years. So I got the stuff that I was sending you, so you can check it out, yeah?
Mama and grandma told me one day, when you baby already, she must put a wine or back to baby.
But this is serious, you need to...
All the organization, all the people, they thank you, all of them, you know, say, everybody here.